Alright, I am once again working on this rear brake caliper for the Goldwing. So, my problem is these pistons. I sorted everything, or tracked everything down to the pistons, basically. These are getting stuck in here. Alright, so what was going on here with this guy was that I would go out, ride it around, I wouldn't, maybe for a couple miles. I'd brake several times while I was out riding around and everything. I'd come back and I'd put it in neutral and it would be like really hard to push, right? Even in neutral, it just would not push around. And so basically I was like, oh, is it the clutch? Is there some issue with the clutch heating up, you know? Or is it the brakes? Like what's locking up on it? And it seemed like the front was rolling okay, but it seemed like the rear end was locking up. And because this is a drive shaft bike, could have been the clutch or could be the rear brakes. And so I started with the rear brake because that was the simpler solution. Basically the way I tracked this down was, I started up here, we've got our fluid reservoir, we've got our master cylinder right there. Then we've got the line, the brake line that runs through here, around, and back to our caliper right here. Basically three components here that there could be a blockage or something like that going on. It could be at the caliper, there could be a blockage or some sort of obstruction. It could be within this line itself that could be damaged or have some sort of buildup inside or blockage of some kind, and that could be basically not allowing the fluid to return from the caliper to the reservoir. It could be an issue here with the master cylinder where same sort of thing, where it pumps fluid out but doesn't allow it to come back, and then you just get this pressure built up in the line and it locks up the caliper back here. It could have been any of those things. And so how I diagnosed this was I went through here. I started actually at the master cylinder. I unscrewed this banjo connection right here. I easily got fluid that would come out of there. And then when I pumped the brake pedal up here, fluid would go out and it would also sort of suck back in. So it seemed like fluid was traveling both ways. And I reconnected my banjo bolt on there, and I came up here to this part here, and I wanted to know if fluid was traveling basically through this hose or not. And so I undid the connection here and pumped the brake pedal a little bit, and I was able to get fluid to move out through here. So it seemed like fluid was moving easily through the hose and through the master cylinder. Those seem to be in working order. And so I figured that it must be somewhere in the caliper, and inside the caliper there's really only the pistons are in there, and that's it, because the fluid comes in here, it goes into the caliper, and then there's like a couple little openings that go to each cylinder on either side, and then pumps fluid into each cylinder there for the pistons. And I undid this and took this off completely. The caliper was still stuck onto the rotor. I knew it basically had nothing to do with the hydraulics, but there was something with the pistons themselves that were sticking and not allowing them to release. Basically, once the pistons or something to do with the pistons was warmed up, there was an increase in friction that wouldn't allow the pistons to move very much, and I was able to push them out against the rotor because of the hydraulic pressure coming in from the actual brake fluid. There's not like there's a spring or anything that pushes them or pulls them back. Basically the way they work is that the pistons go out with the hydraulic pressure, they push the brake pads against the rotor, and then once the hydraulic pressure is released from here, when you take your foot off the brake, it should allow for, just by movement of the rotor itself, it should loosen those brake pads up just a little bit, allowing the rotor to move freely. But the brake pads always are against the rotor, and there's always a bit of drag on there at all times, basically. But what was happening with mine was that it was heating up, the brake pressure or the brake fluid was pushing the pistons out against the rotor, and then they weren't coming back until it was just jamming, locking on the brake basically in the back. They come out of the cylinder here, the caliper, and they get stuck like that, and they just will not go back down. And so basically what I have been able to find for recommendations on what to do about that is that it's either the pistons could be getting stuck because of the pitting or whatever on here, and I really didn't think the pitting was very bad on here. There's a little bit of pitting out on the very ends here, and it's really light. But in case that is what's doing it, I've got new pistons right here. Brand new Honda pistons. So 2 of those. And then the other recommendation is basically if you have that situation where the pistons get stuck, really basically it's new pistons or a new caliper. But new caliper is not an option. There's none available at this point in time. So I need to clean this up as best I can. One recommendation I found was to take some fine sandpaper and sand these in a circular motion and do the same to the inside of the caliper here. And I've done that, but my one thing I'm still a little bit weary of is that it's basically on the inside of these, where that recess where the actual seal goes in there. I worry that there's like just enough debris in there that it's sort of compressing the seal and creating higher friction on the piston, and that might be what is at least contributing to my issue in terms of the piston getting stuck. So I'm going to try to get in that groove, that recess as well, and try and clean that up. Alright, I've done the best I can with the makeshift tools I've got. I actually ended up using this little like spark plug gapper tool, this guy right here, because it's got that nice angled end on it that allows me to get into that recess and carve it out a little bit, scrape it out basically. And that's basically what I did. I scraped it out. I did both the dust seal and the oil seal. I've got them as clean and as open as possible where I can see, you know, the aluminum metal on the background. I'm hoping that's really close to spec to where it's supposed to be. There was some sort of like calcium like buildup in there, so hopefully that was it, and hopefully we've solved it. I'm gonna go ahead and put the seals back in and try and put these pistons in. I'm just gonna use some brake fluid for some lube here on these seals and on the pistons. So my oil, or my oil seals here, so to speak. The seals are right here. And then we've got the dust seals as well. So that went in nice and easy, that one. That one's pretty smooth too. Alright, so far so good here. Looks real nice in there. Let's hope that this works. Get our little piston out. Some stuff on here as well. Oh, that went in a lot easier than it did before. Alright, they're in. I'm gonna go put it back on the bike. Oh, yes. Alright, so we got the rear brake back together on this thing, and hopefully it's fixed for the final time. Also, another update on the little bike here is that I've got new valves here, new fuel valves. The ones I had before were the cheap plastic ones that are ubiquitous. They're everywhere. You can't really get anything else. I had to special order these from the motorcycle store, and they're much nicer. All metal, heavy duty construction, quite nice. The other ones were leaking, so that's why they went bad. Anyways, we're gonna start this thing up and test drive the little rear brake caliper on this thing. See if this rear brake caliper works. Fan is kicking on, which is one of my checklist things. I want to make sure the fan is working, the cooling system is working on the bike. So I'm pleased to report that. Oh, look at that, beautiful. turns on and off all by itself the way it's supposed to. And then the rear brake, I ran this thing around the yard several times, braking. I must have braked a dozen times, and the thing still rolls when I put it in neutral. So it appears to be working, and I am very pleased. So I might actually take this thing out and cruise around the roads a little bit and try and get a feel for it. I still got water in the oil, so that's something I need to deal with. I've got some O-rings and basically rebuild stuff for the water pump on the front of the engine. And my whole logic as to why this is necessary is that if you look at this the window here for the oil, no, I don't think you can see. It's like a milk chocolatey color there. It doesn't look black. It doesn't look brown, clear. Looks almost white milk chocolate. So that means there's water in there, and we don't want that. It could be residual water from before I did the head gaskets. It could also be leaking in through the oil pump though too, or a crack in the engine case, you know.